So, Coach, clearly a lineup that doesn't play a lot together seemed pretty disjointed, but what do you think your guys got out of that, especially the young guys?
Experience, obviously for Shea, I thought offensively he was pretty good. Defensively wasn't bad, but tough matchup for him. And that's the reason why I wanted to put him on Zach. Just he needs to see what it's like, in the fire. And Zach is a tough matchup for anybody. But if I can recall, I remember last year we played him here. I think he had 46 or something on him, something. But he's just that good. But I thought it was good to challenge Shaden with those tough matchups. I'll continue to do that because it's the only way he can really learn. But otherwise, shoot. Some of our other guys played okay. We couldn't make a shot, but just no continuity with those units out there. So it was tough sledding the whole time.
Chauncey, in these kind of games where, from now going forward, depending on who's available, you don't have your primary initiators. You don't have guys who can break down a defense. And it was pretty evident early on Chicago was not going to allow dribble penetration just with who you had out there.
Mm-hmm.
When you're making adjustments, do you feel like this kind of puts you in a situation because you have to adjust a certain way in kind of limited spaces, that's kind of good for you coaching-wise, that you have to kind of think a little more outside the box? Like, it looked like you went to some pitch-back looks where Trendon and Shaden are catching on the move and not attacking a set defense, and that allows them to maybe not have to try to break down a Patrick Beverly at the top of the zone or something along those lines.
That's the longest question.
You're off the hook now, Aaron.
Look, man, I'm trying to,
That's pretty.
That's the new record.
I'm trying to be very specific, okay?
That's a new season high. Yeah, I did. I went to that because in a lot of our pin down situations, they were just so physical that we couldn't create an advantage. And like Shaden and Kim, some of these guys, they're just so young. They don't know how to create those advantages yet when physicality's on them. So, some of them little like pitches and things, you can kind of get them on the move already, coming downhill. So yeah, I'll have to, continue to be creative with those things, and it's cool. I'll keep trying to do the best I can with it, but because I got to help these guys because they haven't played with each other, and I'm actually calling the plays and putting people in different positions in live time. I mean, but that's what a coach is. That's what I have to do.
Chauncey, obviously a lot of this is out of your control as far as who's available on any given night, especially kind of at this time of the season and where the season is going. But just generally, how do you feel about kind of now, for these last, 9 games left, being kind of in the same position that you were in for a lot of last season, where you're kind of more just like trying to throw different things together and figuring out what works? Or how are you kind of feeling about just kind of being in that position again?
Unfortunately, it's familiar, but it's not the best, it's not the greatest, but it is what it is. I just, whoever's available, I'm gonna coach them. I'm gonna try to do the best I can to help them, to help us. But I think we would all feel the same way back in that position again.